Hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. You gotta love a Thursday. Thrilled for a Thursday. That feels an awful lot like a Friday. Yes, it's basically the weekend already. Maybe for you, it is already the weekend. Maybe you're getting out. Maybe you're traveling today. If you are, be safe out there. Hopefully, your travels go smoothly no matter where you're going. Or maybe you're just kind of taking it easy, getting ready for an amazing 4th of July holiday for those of us here in the United States. Good morning, Donna. Good to see you here. Hello. So happy you're along. So happy you're along. Thanks for joining us as we just try and share some smiles, share some positivity most every day here on this show. And I appreciate anybody who watches this show live, of course, as we do this most mornings, or whether you catch up with us later in the day. Doesn't matter. Just thank you for coming along on this journey, because we feel we need more positivity in the world, and that's exactly what we're trying to do with this show and, of course, with the podcast that we've been doing for over 7 years now. So speaking of positivity, what are we talking about on this day? Well, first of all, good morning, Marianne. Good to see you here as well. Thanks for joining us. You drink water, excuse me. Dry throat this morning. Anyway, what are we talking about on this day? Well, we did receive some news for the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. Most importantly, we received the most of the slate of the Eat to the Beat concert series that happens at the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. Happens every year, where great bands come out and perform out at Epcot. And this year's slate, pretty good. Some returning favorites and some new bands that we're excited to possibly take in for sure. So here's the slate. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this here so you can see several new bands, lots of bands that have been here before. Starship, Sheila E., Joey Fatone and his friends. Tiffany's been here before. Baha Men. Hanson's here virtually every year. Smash Mouth. So many great Boys to Men coming back again. So many great bands. As far as the new ones, very excited for Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup, a band that we really, really enjoy. We love their song. We love many of their songs, but 1985, and even more specifically, the theme song to Phineas and Ferb is done by Bowling for Soup. And if you know us at all, you know we love Phineas and Ferb. So them coming, it's very exciting for us. I'm really thrilled. The Beach Boys coming is really cool. I've seen the Beach Boys multiple times. It's been a while. It's been over 20 years since I've seen them, but they're always fun. It's a party when the Beach Boys arrive. I'm telling you, if you get the chance to go out and see the Beach Boys, do it, because they're fun. It's going to be a party. I'm telling you, it's a party when they're there. So all these bands, great. Maybe there's a different band that's one of your favorites, but lots of fantastic bands. And there's one still TBD. I don't know who that's going to be, October 5th and 6th. Sorry, very dry throat this morning. I don't know who that's going to be, but it could be an exciting band too. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be exciting. Anyway, great slate. And as I always like to recommend, yes, you can do stand by for these great shows at the Eat to the Beat concert series, but highly recommend, if you get the opportunity, to do one of the dining packages, because it gets you that spot where you get in. You're going to get one of the best spots there. You don't have to wait as long as you do for the standby lines, so you can enjoy a little bit more of the rest of your day. And you're probably eating out at the parks anyway, and you can do it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. So many great spots, so many great restaurants that you can do this within. Highly recommend it. Not necessarily, you don't have to do it, but I do. We like to do it. We like it whenever we do one of these things to do that. We like getting breakfast at the Garden Grill. Great breakfast, amazing spot to go to. And then we can be hungry a little later in the day to try some of the food and wine stuff as well. So you don't fill up, you could do lunch, you can do dinner. Great. Sure. But we like to do breakfast, but it depends on what you're into. Now, for the dining package, what you get is an entree and a dessert, or you get a buffet. If it's one of the buffet places, you get the buffet. And you also get a beverage, non-alcoholic, or if you're 21 years or older, you can get an alcoholic beverage included as well. You're right, Marianne. No 98 degrees this year. TBD. Maybe it's them. That would be cool. 98 degrees is always fun and very popular when they come out for sure. That's interesting. I didn't really note that, but yeah, that's fascinating. We'll see. We'll see if they make it out. But anyway, yeah, dining package is the way we like to go. But you do you. You do what's right for you. Um, I'm just very excited. I don't know if we're going to make it out to Eat to the Beat this year, but I think if there's, like I said, there's a couple that we're eyeballing there. We'll probably discuss it on this week's show. If we could see one of these bands, which we're going to see, which we'd like to see the most, or maybe a couple of them we'd like to see the most, we'll see. But yeah, fascinating slate as they always are. All these things are amazing. Love the music, love the concert series that they have. Doesn't matter if it's for uh, Festival of the Arts, Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, of course, the Candlelight Processional for the Festival of the Holidays. Always great and always worth your time. I highly recommend you take these in or take them all in if you get the opportunity. If you do, maybe not every single show, of course. Well, I mean, who am I to judge? If you want to do every single show, knock yourself out. Enjoy it for sure. Fantastic. But yeah, very excited. Food and Wine almost here. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, usually we're talking about a national day for getting out and doing something, getting out, having some fun, going out in the sun. Well, today is just the opposite of that. It's National Stay Out of the Sun Day today, which I know some of us, I'll tell you what, we're going to Vero Beach tomorrow for 4th of July to Disney's Vero Beach Resort. And whenever I get by the pool, yes, we love sitting by the pool, but one thing I am not a big fan of is sitting out in the sun. I have people who do sit out in the sun, more credit to you. Absolutely. Me, I need to find a nice shady spot under an umbrella. I'm always trying to stay out of the sun. So this is a day for me. But yeah, of course, you're going to get out in the sun, but today's a day to remember that it's good sometimes to just get out of the sunshine, especially if you start heating up too much. If it's too sunny, sometimes we're always trying to get Scott out of the sun. I mentioned it before that he is not a fan of sunscreen. Sometimes we can get a little bit on him, but never anything around his face. So we try and get him out of the sun as often as possible. But it's a day to celebrate trying to get out of the sun a little bit more and protect your skin. Make sure you're good. And also, if it's super hot, make sure you cool down. Speaking of cooling down, it's another holiday because it is Air Conditioning Appreciation Day, which I think, especially us here in Florida, we appreciate for most of the year. We love our air conditioning. As a matter of fact, talking about getting out of the sun, we spend a lot of our time in the Disney parks trying to get into those spots where the attraction is the air conditioning, because there are so many amazing attractions at Disney where the air conditioning may be the best part of it. Yeah, especially on some of these days that are in the mid upper 90s, feel like 100 plus, 200% humidity. Yeah, getting out in the air conditioning, you definitely appreciate it, but it can be anywhere you are in the country. We appreciate air conditioning so much. Thank goodness for air conditioning. We appreciate it, especially because we've had a couple times, one time last year, and then several years ago when we still lived in San Diego. Even though it doesn't get as hot as Florida, it gets pretty hot in the summer out there. When the air conditioning completely went out on us, and when the air conditioning in your home completely goes out on you, you appreciate that air conditioning that much more. That's for sure. So yeah, Air Conditioning Appreciation Day. One place might want to appreciate air conditioning is going into Villains Unfairly Ever After. Well, this is a good day for that because it's National Compliment Your Mirror Day. So maybe you want to compliment the magic mirror today. He is a great part of Villains Unfairly Ever After. If you've seen it, he may be the main part of Villains Unfairly Ever After. He's fantastic in that. But what this is really about is complimenting the mirror, kind of pumping yourself up, looking in the mirror and say, you're great, you're doing great, you're awesome, let's go get them today. Kind of pumping yourself up, complimenting the mirror, but really complimenting yourself. And that's what this day is really about. And sometimes we need that. We all need that, just, hey, remember who you are. That I am Moana moment. Go in there and say, yeah, we're awesome. We're great. We're going to have a great day. And that's what I'm going to tell you today. You're awesome. You're great. I'm looking at myself. You're awesome. You're great. I'm kind of doing my own mirror compliment. You're going to have a great day today. But mostly I'm speaking to you as well and myself. What else are we talking about today? Well, you like fried clams? Well, today's your day. It is National Fried Clams Day. And I do like fried clams. I don't usually just eat a lot of fried clams. Usually it's kind of like a fried seafood sampler that their fried clams are kind of included within. But yeah, fried clams are very good, very tasty. I can't eat that much of them. Like that's something to share for sure. As part of a seafood sampler, I could eat a few more. But that's something that I'm not just going to bury myself into that. But hey, more power again, as I've been saying all day, more power to you, man. Knocking yourself out with some fried clams today on Fried Clams Day for sure. On maybe along with your fried clams, maybe some beans. Good day for that because it's Eat Your Beans Day. Great source of protein. Amazing, amazing dish. We had beans last night. We love beans, all different types of beans. They can be cooked and prepared in so many different ways. Love our beans. Do you do the canned beans? They're fine. They're fine. If you could take the time, and it does take some time, but really cook down the dried beans, they are so much better. Again, it takes some time. You got to soak them. You got to cook them for a while. It takes some time to cook beans from dry, but they are so much better when you can do that. So if you do have the time, definitely take advantage of that. But no matter what kind of beans you like, today's your day to enjoy them today. Here's something that I think many of us enjoy. Today is also National Chocolate Wafer Day, and absolutely, I am on board. I do love chocolate wafers. They're delicious, fantastic, light, yeah, chocolatey, wonderful. And if you're throwing some peanut butter filling in there as well, yeah, I'm probably not going to stop eating them until you take them away. They rip them out of my hands because I love, you know me, I love chocolate. I love peanut butter. I love wafer cookies. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Today's National Chocolate Wafer Day. So enjoy some chocolate wafers today. Absolutely. Why not? Hey, if it's your birthday today, a very happy birthday to you. Here's some of the amazing people that you celebrate your birthday with. How about one of the great TV dads, Kurtwood Smith? He turns 82 today, born on this day in 1943. He's been in many shows. He's made appearances on Star Trek, X-Files, 24. In movies, he was in RoboCop. But what you probably know him best as is one of the best TV dads as Red Foreman from that 70s show. I loved him as Red. He may have been the best part of that 70s show. He is so good in that show. He is great. Love him. And you can relate to him in so many ways. Yeah. I mean, when you're younger, you probably relate to the kids in that 70s show. When you've gotten a little older, you relate to Red Foreman a lot, a lot. Anyway, happy birthday to Kurtwood Smith. Happy birthday to one of the great movie stars of our time. Tom Cruise is 63 today, born on this day in 1962. He's been in some major blockbusters. As a matter of fact, his films have earned over $13 billion at the box office. But yeah, he's done things like Risky Business, of course, Top Gun, Rain Man, born on the 4th of July. It's the 3rd of July, right? Born on the 4th of July. A Few Good Men, Jerry Maguire, and of course, more recently, the Mission Impossible films where he does all these crazy stunts. Amazing. He actually has 4 Oscar nominations and 3. He's actually won 3 Golden Globes. So it's not just about the action. He's actually done some amazing, some critically acclaimed roles. So happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Tom Cruise. Happy birthday to someone who's won a lot of awards and is fantastic and stellar. Audra McDonald. She turns 55 today, born on this day in 1970. You may not know, she's been on television shows. She's been in movies, of course, but where she's mostly known for is being on Broadway. Amazing Broadway actress. She has won 6 Tony Awards. 6 Tony Awards. She's also won 2 Grammys. She's won an Emmy. And for you Disney fans, she played the wardrobe. She's the voice of the wardrobe in the live action Beauty and the Beast film. But what an amazing career she's had. She's appeared in so many great Broadway shows, but again, television, movies, everything. Amazing life for Audra McDonald. How about somebody who has appeared in many Marvel movies? Benedict Wong. He turns 54 today, born on this day in 1971. Of course, in the MCU, he plays Wong. Pretty easy. He plays Wong, first appearing in the Doctor Strange films, but also has made appearances in many other movies and television shows. He is the Sorcerer Supreme, after all. Love him. I love it when Wong makes an appearance in Marvel. He's one of my favorites for sure. Finally, last but definitely not least, Olivia Munn turns 45 today, born on this day in 1980. Loved her in a television show called The Newsroom. Really, really great show that we really enjoyed. But she's been in many, many other movies and television shows as well, including she's been in Marvel. She's been in the Fox X-Men. She plays Psylocke in one of the movies. But yeah, another great career. Happy birthday to all of them on this July 3rd. And again, if it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Bit of shameless self-promotion before we get out of here today. Yes, we are going to be doing a patriotic episode, possibly as early tonight as tonight. We may be recording this tonight. We may even show up. We may surprise you and do it live. So if you're like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, it probably won't be on Instagram because Instagram still is doing their thing, but maybe Facebook as well. But we may be doing it live at some point tonight. I haven't set that in stone. It's a possibility. Don't even have a time for you. So like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll know when we do it, if we come on live, and we'd love you to take part if we do this show live. Can't promise that we are doing it live. It's something I need to discuss with Michelle here in just a little bit. But we may be doing this live tonight. And what we're going to be doing tonight is having a little fun. It is kind of the month of Hamilton. Well, we're going to be recasting Hamilton with Disney characters. Talk about some fun. Yeah, we're going to be taking the cast of Hamilton, the characters that are within Hamilton, and giving our list for at least some of the key roles and who we'd love to see playing the cast of Hamilton. And like I said, if we do this live, still not promising that because there's a lot of moving parts that are going to have to take place for us to do that. We would love you to come along and tell us what you think too. So yeah, if that happens, show up. And even if we don't do it live, send us your lists and we will read them on the show at some other point, whether it be during this episode or whether it be in coming weeks, because we're going to be talking about Hamilton several times this month, including we are going to be having a Hamilton extravaganza at some point. And still hoping, by the way, we're still in the year of Lin. Hey, Lin-Manuel Miranda, you want to come along and join us for the fun? We'd love to have you along as well. Anywhere, or just say hi. Just say hi. That's all we need. That's all we need. All right. So yeah, we'll let you know. We'll probably give a shout out on social media if we decide to end up doing it live. But either way, if you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will know. It'll appear. Hey, they're doing the live show. You're going to want to come along and have some fun. All right. Getting out of here. Everybody have an amazing July 3rd. Whether you're getting out, sometimes there are some fireworks shows going on tonight. Enjoy those. Whether you're getting out and traveling, again, safe travels for everybody who's traveling today. Pack your patience. Pack your patience. There's a lot of people traveling today. But hopefully it goes smoothly and you enjoy it and enjoy your entire holiday weekend. And as I like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. I may see you live tonight. We'll see. But I will probably almost certainly be back with you tomorrow morning. And we're going to treat it like a weekend, even though it's a Friday, but it's a holiday. So if I am with you live, it's probably going to be 8 a.m. tomorrow. It depends on when we decide to head out to Vero Beach. We may want to get a good chair out of the sun at Vero Beach by the pool. We'll see. But either way, I'm going to try and be with you tomorrow morning. So I will see you then. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. I'll see you. Bye.